I know what you're all thinking. How did he do it? How did Bully Ray pull off the biggest hoax?
Who are these guys?
The biggest swindle.
This is total nonstop anarchy.
The biggest swerve.
You're my family and I love you like my own son now.
Professional wrestling history.
What the hell have we just witnessed? Bully Ray, the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm gonna tell you how I did it. Kind of like how a magician shows you how the trick is done, and then afterwards you feel like a complete fool for buying into it.
It's right in front of your faces. Open your eyes.
9 months. That's how long it took me for this plan to come together.
You're gonna see a lot from us. A whole lot.
There was a plan A.
Get some medics out here. Hardy's hurt.
Things didn't exactly go perfectly.
Jeff Hardy is on his way to Bound for Glory.
But that's when I put Plan B into effect. And Plan B did something that I could never have imagined even I could pull off.
I want you to marry me.
I destroyed friendships. I destroyed people's trust. But best of all, I destroyed a family. I destroyed the Hogan family.
Hulk, I used you. Brooke, I screwed you.
Brooke and Hulk, you have never been so low as you have now.
You I love you!
And Sting, I really don't care about what I had to do to you to get what I wanted.
I looked in your eyes a couple of months ago and you stared me all the way into my soul and you said, trust me.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I walk you through every step of how the most hated guy in pro wrestling became the World Heavyweight Champion.
I am the president of the Aces and Eights, and I am the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Welcome everybody to Impact Wrestling. We come to you once again from Sears Center in Chicago, Illinois, as Impact Wrestling is on the road. But last week, Aces and Eights dominant over TNA Wrestling. What hope do we have left? We find out tonight. Here's the GM, Hulk Hogan himself, Taz, forced to watch as he sent the troops out to battle Aces and Eights. Aces and Eights got the better of the TNA roster last week.
Hey, listen, the way I see this, and the way we at Aces and Eights see it, Hulk Hogan threw the first punch. He sent out the cavalry, the whole TNA roster, coming out after us. What you expect our guys to do?
What do you mean, first punch? We saw Aces and Eights come out from the start of the show last week. We saw what Aces and Eights did at Lockdown. It was Hulk Hogan's opportunity to empower the Impact Wrestling roster. But I got to give you credit. Aces and Eights, total destruction. Back to the drawing board for our general manager.
No, don't give me credit. All the credit must go to the esteemed president of Aces and Eights, all World Heavyweight Champion, my homeboy, Bully Ray.
Thank you. You maniacs know I've been around a long time. We've been through hell and back again together. But I gotta say, I've never had the wool pulled over my eyes quite like this time. With aces and eights, not only did they fool every single person in this building here in the Windy City, brother, they fooled myself, my family, Sting, and everybody in TNA, brother. And when I think about the massacre last week, when I sent the whole roster out here, the way aces and eights overrode every single man that came in this ring, it made me realize that this is a monster. And this is not just a battle. This is a war of survival. Out of all the men that were left laying in this ring last week, the four guys that led the charge are the Warriors, man. The four guys that took the bull by the horn and came out here are the men that I love and respect, and they lead the rest of the pack in the back, Jack. So at this time, I want nothing but respect for these four men, and I'd like to bring them out here, starting with Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe making his way to the ring, and guys, we take a look back to last week on Impact Wrestling Live. The battle lines were drawn, and look at this carnage.
It was Samoa Joe, it was Magnus, it was Kurt Angle, and it was Jeff Hardy who led the troops and took the fight right to aces and eights.
The next man I'd like to bring out here, who fought like a true warrior, was Magnus.
Let me get this straight. So Hogan is bringing out the four men who led the charge, who got their rear ends kicked, and he's gonna celebrate them here? Are you serious? Come on, Hogan.
He's celebrating them for their guts and their courage, Taz.
They got beat up. That's how I see it.
The next man doesn't have a weak bone in his body. He's the scariest man I've ever looked into his eyes. That's the cyborg, Kurt Angle.
You know what, Taz? Hogan and give up should never be put in the same sentence. He's ready to go to war, and he's paying respect to the troops that led the charge, including this man who's been targeted time and time again by the damn aces and eights.
So if these men come, they did their job, and he's just gonna come out here and command them. They got beat up. They lost. They lost. What am I missing? I don't get it. I'm missing something here.
The last man, the last warrior I want to bring out here has been our leader over the last 9 months. As far as I'm concerned, he's our champion, Jeff Hardy.
These are the leaders. These are the men that our general manager, Hulk Hogan, realizes that he needs on the same page if TNA and Impact Wrestling are going to win the war of survival against aces and eights.
Good one, Mike. Yeah, Hogan said he's our champion, Jeff Hardy. Oh, really? Where's his big, shiny gold title belt? Oh, I know where it is. It's in the Aces and Eights clubhouse with our esteemed president, Bully Ray. He's the world champion. Try that funky stuff out here, Hulk.
As I speak to these men and thank them with my heart and soul, I'm also talking to the rest of the warriors in the back that led this charge last week. And the reason I brought these four men out here, I need you four to put aces and eights out, and I need the World Heavyweight title back in TNA. Which brings me to you, Jeff. You took us to a place I never thought we'd be so quick. But after the shot at lockdown with a hammer, brother, and the beat down last week, I need to know, are you still up for the rematch, brother? Are you 100%? And can you pull it off?
You know what, Hulk? I am. I'm in pretty bad shape. But Bully Ray stole that world title, and we, the creatures, need it back! These men are ready. Just in case I'm not, let's do this tonight, right here. Let's have a four-way match. And whoever wins gets that first shot at Bully Ray.
You know something, Jeff Hardy? The last time I picked a #1 contender, I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. So in listening to your words, I love that idea, brother. And tonight, the best man in this ring will become the #1 contender. So I'm going to speak your words again because I love that. That puts us right on track with the best man to put in the war zone. Tonight, Jeff Hardy, Magnus, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe will be in a four-way for the #1 contender spot, brother.
It's done!
Oh, yeah, one hell of an idea by the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy.
We've got one hell of a main event. Figure that, Taz. Settle in the ring with competition, with integrity, something Aces and Eights know nothing about. Who will face Bully Ray?
Blow it out, you.
You see, Plan A was simple. Win the Bound for Glory series, and then win the World Heavyweight title. And consequently, the first night of the Bound for Glory series is, that's the night Sting got jumped by my boys.
Who are these guys?
The Aces and Eights were created for shock and awe, complete anarchy, and every single dead man's hand was dealt by me. So week after week, the questions are popping up. Who's behind the Aces and Eights? And all it took was a simple, small suggestion to Bobby Roode, and he completely ran with it.
I know who's behind all these attacks. The Cowboy, James Storm.
I have no connection at all with these guys.
We made sure that every single sign pointed at the Cowboy, James Storm.
They attacked everybody but you.
I was racking up points in the Bound for Glory series. Storm, he was the scapegoat.
Who are you trying to kid? You're guilty as charged. What a crazy set of circumstances in this tables match involving Aces and Eights.
Look, Bully, he got himself 20 points, but he's terrified that Aces and Eights around here somewhere.
And Storm, after we were done with you, we were cool with letting the whole world know. All I had to do was win and no surrender. And Storm, you played right into my hand. Chose me.
Last year, you ended my chance for glory. This year, I'm ending yours.
I called B. Roode on the phone again. And I did what I do best. I stirred him up. Bobby, how the hell are you gonna go and let James Storm be in the main event of Bound for Glory instead of you? Bobby's head was going crazy. This was my night. But Hulk, you were just a little smarter. You locked us out.
Block every damn entrance and every exit around this building.
But on that night, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Jeff Hardy, you're a lot tougher than I thought.
Hardy is bound for glory.
So I came up with a new plan. And Hulk, you brought it right to me.
The champions, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. And the challengers, Chavo, Guerrero, and Hernandez on their way to the ring. The World Tag Team titles on the line next.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, Every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
Impact Wrestling on the road. You gotta love championship action. The World Tag Team titles on the line.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the team of Hernandez and Chavo Guerrero.
Hernandez and Chavo were supposed to have a world title match last week. That ruined, of course, by aces and eights and a brutal attack.
Oh, it was a great way to kick off Impact last week from right here in Chicago. And you see aces and eights just coming and doing what we do best. Beating the hell out of somebody. In this case, it was two guys.
And their opponents, the World Tag Team Champions, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode.
The champs, Aries and Roode, put the titles on the line. They survived at Lockdown in San Antonio, Texas. Although Hernandez and Chavo looked great in that match, will history be made tonight?
Well, it was aces and eights who spoiled the party 1 week ago, but our general manager, Hulk Hogan, decided that we are going to have the match that we couldn't have 7 days ago. Tag team titles on the line. You talked about Lockdown. Chavo, Guerrero, Hernandez, they were dominant, in control in so much of that three-way matchup in San Antonio, Texas. But it was Bobby Roode who was able to sneak in at the end, steal the win, steal the pin, and Roode and Aries kept the tag team titles.
Tell you what, Aries and Roode, I mean, between the abilities of these two men, they could, if they could hold these titles, it might go down to one of the greatest teams of all time. I mean, that might be a stretch, because they're so new together as a unit, but I'm usually correct when it comes to this stuff.
Well, when you're talking about potential, I can't even disagree with you on that.
Why would you disagree? I am correct.
And moments ago, we saw what it's all about. The World Tag Team titles. Chavo and Hernandez, former champs. They get another shot at the gold here tonight on Impact Wrestling from Chi-Town. You know, something I noticed in that Lockdown matchup, the speed of Chavo Guerrero was really evident in that title matchup, Mike.
And it really is the perfect combination when you put that speed and agility of Chavo together with the power game of his tag team partner, Supermex Hernandez. It's the reason why these guys have been such a dominant team ever since they arrived in Impact Wrestling, holding the tag team titles really for most of the time that they've been together as a team. Trying to get them back now.
Nice chain wrestling there, but Roode just strikes to get out of it. Right hand and elbow. I remind you to stay up with TNA President Dixie Carter on social media. So much late breaking news on Facebook.com/TNA Dixie, and of course on Twitter @TNA Dixie.
Watch out,
Look out now.
This.
Nice head scissors takedown there by Chavo.
Yeah, you know, I just noticed something there, boys, that Chavo, right before he did that head scissors, looked like he was looking around, worried that, you know, our guys were coming out aces and eights.
Did you blame
that,
him?
Mike? No, he looked like he was a little scared, he looked a little, you know, nervous.
Everybody in the Impact Wrestling roster has to be looking over their shoulder.
Not me. I'm good. That Mike started interrupting while you were talking.
Double team offense here by the former champs. But yeah, to your point, Mike, and how much will that affect the challengers? So much on the line. Big splash into the cover. Goes Hernandez. Just weighing on their psyche after being attacked last week. Can they fully focus on their shot at the tag team gold here tonight?
They've got to have their concentration firmly on the tag team champions if Guerrero and Hernandez are looking to get the gold back.
Well, I look at it like this: Chavo Guerrero and Supermex. You guys are very lucky to get an opportunity here again. You know, at the World Heavyweight World Tag Team.
How could you come to that conclusion?
I just said it. That's how. It's my opinion.
But lucky?
Yeah, lucky. I said lucky. I didn't stutter.
You see the match at Lockdown in San Antonio like I did?
I called the match. I carried the call of the match, actually. Yes, and I was part of it.
I don't think your memory's too good then.
All right. You don't have to get nasty. I have an opinion. I'm allowed to be opinionated. I mean, that's my job, you know.
Aries loves that, loves to affect the equilibrium of his opponents, and they've got Hernandez isolated. They've cut off the ring here, Mike. Tag Team Wrestling 101 here by the champs.
and always turning things over immediately to the fresh man. And they never miss a trick. Aries outside, hooking onto the leg of Hernandez, while Roode with the strike, and now they turn it right back over again to Aries.
Oh, yeah. Wow, watch the champs here. Watch this. Big Supermax gonna go flying. Big Supermax is
Whoa.
He's gonna go for a ride.
I think he had on the magnetic boots, and he takes him over. What power there by Supermax.
Supermax sent them for a ride. It's nasty.
And now the combination that you mentioned, Mike, the power of Hernandez, the speed of Chavo. The challengers are rolling. This match continues next on Impact.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
Got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. Sears Center, Chicago, Illinois. Tag team titles up for grabs. Champs having their way with the veteran here. Oh, and what a shot into the steps.
Full court press by the World Tag Team Champions. Guy in the ring distracts senior official Earl Hebner. That enables who's ever outside. Oh, Aries comes off the top. Big elbow to the top of the head of Chavo.
That Austin Aries, man, he's smooth like butter.
Roode sent him up. Aries took him out. Bombs away. Now into the cover. Champions looking to retain.
Earl Hebner almost got stuck under the bottom rope. I need a forklift for him. There we go. Oh!
Again. Relentless now is there. Look at this, right in front of referee Earl Hebner.
Yeah, that was a little blatant.
Champs not beyond bending and outright breaking the rules. You got to beat the champs by pin or submission in the center of the ring to make history. Can Chavo and Hernandez do it?
Well, you notice how Aries keeps himself between Chavo and his partner Supermax. That's very smart. That's Tag Team Wrestling 102.
There you go.
She said 101 before. That's 102.
Guys, quick note about Bellator live tonight. Do not touch the remote. Do not go anywhere because our Spike TV cameras, they are live in Lewiston, Maine. We will join Bellator MMA right after Impact Wrestling. Here's Roode for the cover.
Mike, you talked about Bellator. Who will win in the lightweight tournament finals? Who will get a shot at Michael Chandler? What a night of action on Bellator MMA Live right after Impact.
And
really good side. Go ahead, Tim.
What a night of action we have here tonight. Not just the World Tag Team title match, X Division Championship triple threat match still to come, plus that massive four-way showdown. Samoa Joe, Magnus, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, when we determine who's going to be the #1 contender for the new world champion, Bully Ray.
And wait for that. How about Hardy? Issuing that challenge. Big tornado DDT by Chavo, one of his signatures, and that might open that window of opportunity he needs to tag in Supermax, who's been on the apron. He's fresh.
Yeah, Supermax definitely waiting. Another question is, can Roode make that tag to... Oh, he's got his tag. Uh-oh.
Tags made on both sides. Here we go. Get off me.
My God. Oh, we're in Chicago. Supermax looking a little bit like number 51 from back in the day, Dick Buckus. He's a football player.
He was. I was always a Refrigerator Perry fan.
Shocking.
Look out. Elevated up to the outside. Shoulder block again. Man, he is devastating.
Yeah, you got to just stay out of the way.
Whoa. Watch Hernandez.
Where the hell's he going? What's he doing? Oh, no. Oh, wow. Watch out. Watch out.
Flying through the air is Hernandez, taking them both out like he's taking off from O'Hare.
Tremendous athleticism of Supermax. The man hops for a big dude, man.
But again, the numbers game here. Able to cut him off. Reversal, and look how Roode catches him. Big shots now by the inventor of professional wrestling.
Oh, the power again.
Well, they don't hit like that in Canadian football.
That's what they call a decleater right there, isn't it? He's doing well, but he's been isolated until now. Look out.
This is the teamwork that the challengers did. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God.
Great counter there by Aries. Had different ideas.
Well,
he was in trouble.
You can see Supermax's neck get hung
hit
up.
the bottom rope, didn't it?
He hung up really bad.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. Break your neck that way, and now Austin Aries, well, one half of World Tag Team Champ. Wait, he got countered.
Yeah, no brain buster from Aries. Instead, it's the suplexes from Chavo.
Here comes Trace, the Three Amigos.
Could be one frog splash away from having new World Tag Team Champions. Now what?
Oh, look who's out here.
What the hell?
Zarian and Daniels.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Aries handful of tights. Ah, the champ steal one with an assist.
Your winners and still World Tag Team Champions, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode.
Oh, I heard the beef all day from Daniels and Kazarian. They told me point blank, we should be involved in this World Tag Team title match. We should be challenging for the titles. And they not only affect the outcome, but then sneak in from behind with the attack on the champs.
These are going to be ours, Bobby. They're ours to begin with.
Bad influence sending a message here tonight. They want a shot at the World Tag Team title. Almost as if they can't have them nobody well as Impact Wrestling rages on from Chi-Town. This look at the X Division is brought to you by the makers of 5-Hour Energy. 5-Hour Energy when you've got to get stuff done.
They're the trendsetters that redefined professional wrestling a decade ago.
He goes! Oh, God!
Set to fly. Oh, my!
Blazing a new era simply known as the X Division.
No matter what it takes, 20 feet in the air. Are you kidding me?
A dimension where warriors do not obtain glory through brute strength, but through their technical prowess. Tonight, the X Division evolution has arrived. The high flyers, the risk takers, the daredevils. The X Division evolution, the next generation of professional wrestling has arrived.
You know, I ought to be mad about that. Matter of fact, I ought to be downright pissed off. But the fact is, that's been happening to me my whole life. It's always been, back when I played football, they would say, Kenny, you gotta play with the older kids because you hit too hard. Well, fine, TNA, if that's how you wanna be, so be it. You wanna put two dudes in the ring to try to take this from me? All you're gonna be doing is setting up two funerals. Because it don't matter, one dude, two dude. All it's gonna take is Kenny King just to shine just a little bit brighter to keep this. And now since I got two dudes coming at me, I'm gonna need a little extra energy. 5-hour energy to be precise. Now I got this, Chi-Town, it's time to see how Kenny King gets down.
Still to come in our main event, who will get a shot at the World Heavyweight title and Bully Ray as Hardy, Angle, Joe, and Magnus go at it in our main event.
But up next, Kenny King defends the X Division title. The three-way championship match is right after this on Impact Wrestling.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling, available every Thursday, only on Impact Plus.
Time for our second championship match of the night as the X Division Championship is on the line. In a three-way battle, this is gonna be good.
And their opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, your X Division champion, Kenny King.
Kenny King having to defend that title in a triple threat match, and that's the way it's going to be from here on out. 230-pound weight limit. 3-way triple threat matches for the title. If you're pinned or forced to submit, well, if you're Kenny King, you lose the title. But if you're one of the challengers and you pin or forced to submit, you're out of the title picture.
That's huge.
All about survival. If you're not pinned, you don't submit, you stay in the mix. You're in the next triple threat matchup.
And that's what it's about right there. That's Kenny King's X Division gold. And it's pretty well documented, man. Kenny King, just so multi-talented, an amazing athlete. I feel a great champion. I'm a huge fan of his work also. I like all three of these guys.
Another title defense for Kenny King, coming off the victory when he kept the championship recently at Lockdown in San Antonio, Texas.
Yep, that over Zima Ion and Christian York. So used to this type of battle. Doesn't even have to be pinned to lose his title. Oh, look at this action. Nice takedown there. Great to see Sonjay Dutt back in Impact Wrestling ring. Great history in the X Division, but never won the X Division title, Mike.
Yeah, looking to become X Division champ for the first time. Oh, is Sonjay Dutt. Of course, last July, Destination X Zima Ion, he won the X Division title in a 4-way Ultimate X match. And during that match, 2 of his opponents were Sonjay Dutt and Kenny King.
Nothing like seeing the X Division action live, and Impact Wrestling is officially on the road. Check out when we will be coming to your town.
Tickets on sale now, March 28th, Jonesboro, Arkansas, April 11th, Corpus Christi, Texas, and tickets on sale next Friday. Get them for Indiana, Pennsylvania. All the information at ImpactWrestling.com.
Watch Kenny King.
Wow. As we saw at Lockdown, Kenny King will take risks. Sometimes they pay off like they did there. If you remember back to Lockdown, he took a huge risk, and it really cost him, but able to hold on to the title showed just how tough he is.
Kenny King's all about the swagger, though. I ain't worried about all those big-time moves. Yeah, he can do anything he wants in that ring. Out of the ring, he has that kind of ability. Does the X Division champion. Watch this. But he's all about the attitude. He's all about the arrogance. And he's all about self-confidence. That's what I love about Kenny King.
Well, in all those departments, he might find his match in Zima Ion, the former X Division champ. Ooh! Oh, wow, what a shot there for Sonjay.
Punched that man right in his face. Sonjay Dutt, real deal, though.
And Mike, right now, Kenny King really dictating the pace, and he's got to try and remain in control when you think of what's on the line for him here.
Action level in terms of X Division title matches really turned up because of the new rules, the new concept, triple threat. Kenny, the champ, remains in control off the suplex, pounding down those rights.
Rolled right into that. Ground and pound, drive the man, skull into the mat. Not pretty, but effective.
Right into the full mount. Oh, he loves to shine under the bright lights.
Speaking of a superstar.
He is. Speaking of quickness, speaking of lightweight competitors, how about the lightweight tournament finals tonight? Bellator MMA Live right after Impact on Spike.
Yeah, it's going to be Dave Jensen, Marcin Held. It's for a shot at the Bellator World Champ, Michael Chandler. And that's Bellator live tonight from Lewiston, Maine, and it's immediately following this Impact Wrestling broadcast.
Zima Ion battled his way out there, but couldn't get out of the way of that big spin heel kick.
Watch out!
Springboard by... Nice move there into the drop kick by Sonjay Dutt. Yes, I know who he is.
Yes, well, you kind of hesitated a little bit, and I kind of jumped you. So, yeah, Sonjay right now in control. Only man almost well used to a vertical base, while the others are down. So, can Sonjay capitalize and grab himself a massive victory? What?
Oh, man, out to the ramp there. And ramp might have almost saved him there. They didn't have to fall all the way to the floor.
Good point. Yeah, definitely. Ramp probably did help Sonjay. Here comes Zima.
And in this type of matchup, what a shot! Just echoed off the walls of Sears Center Arena.
Dropped down into like a high wheel kick, and that was nasty. Look at this!
Beautiful tornado DDT just spiked him there. Did Zima Ion. Look out though, Sonjay waiting in the weeds here. Comes in. Snaps off a beautiful Hurricane Rana there. Nice head scissors takedown. And Sonjay now rolling.
Doesn't look like Sanjay's done yet.
Whoa. Here we go, baby. What the hell is this? Oh, he lost it and he got it back.
Recaptured his balance and hits the big moonsault to the outside.
That was awesome. And, that's why they say, the old cliche, that's why they call it high risk. Well, that was a perfect example. The ropes were a little slippery from sweating, and people sweating on him during the night. And then, next thing you know, he slips, recovers, nails the moonsault.
Scoop open a slam now by Sonjay Dutt, trying to keep the full court press.
You don't stop, just takes chances, but watch the exhibition champ. Kick off the apron.
Gotta have your head in a swivel in these triple threat matches. Sonjay battling back again. He wants that X Division title for the very first time. Look out here. Oh, a moonstop.
God, what the hell? Oh my God.
Like a damn fireworks show. Like a grand finale out there.
Your winner and still X Division champion, Kenny King.
X Division champ finds a way to do it again. Taz, let's take a look back.
Well, Kenny King just springboard, took advantage of the opportunity. Boom! Splat Sonjay Dutt right on his back, the spine, the back, the front of his head.
Sonjay Dutt out of the title picture because of the loss.
The champ, Kenny King, not sweating the new format. He rolls on.
No, you know they're going to take the lead.
Brooke, have you talked to Bully since lockdown?
I'm not here to talk about him.
Have you talked to your dad? Have you talked to Hulk? What does he think about all this?
I'm not here to talk about Bully, my dad. I'm here to do business. I am the VP of the Knockouts, and that's what I came here to do. Strictly.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
When we got locked out, Plan B had to go into effect. Hogan, you took away what I wanted the most. You gotta applaud Jeff Hardy. He went on to Bound for Glory. He went on to win the World Heavyweight title. I had to find a new plan, and it was standing right in front of me.
We need some help out here for Brooke.
Hulk, you tried to make a fool out of me, but in turn, you made a fool out of yourself. Joseph Park, he became the bait.
I'm just telling you, be careful where you stick your nose. I know people like this. You don't. Be careful.
Fair enough. Please no! Please no!
I get Joseph Parks, and you get me in your clubhouse.
First of all, I want to thank you for accepting our invitation to come down to the clubhouse next week. But I want to warn you about something. When you come to our house, it's clubhouse rules. So the deal is, you pick two, I pick two, we meet at Bound for Glory, we win, we get full access.
Let us go, I'll do it. You just need to make sure nobody hurts Parks.
You got nothing to worry about, you have my word.
See that little scene you just saw, Hulk? Know who that guy was? That was my brother, Devon. The guy you turned your back on. The guy you threw by the wayside. Nobody turns their back on my brother. We're gonna find our best, and I'm coming, Hulk. Let me do this. We're coming with our best. I knew what I was doing. I stepped right up. I was gonna be the hero who saved TNA.
I love you, Hulk, but I need your endorsement, and he needs your endorsement. Everybody does.
I know you don't love me, you might even hate me, but you gotta respect me. I'm putting my hand out. Shake my hand. I'm your guy, Hulk.
Shaking the hand of the immortal Hulk Hogan. That's when I looked into your eyes and I knew I had you. That's the moment that you had signed Impact's fate. Sting and I bonded. We became best friends like brothers. We even used the table. I let him use the table, which just so happens to be how we lost at Bound for Glory. I lost at the hands of my own brother, my blood, my partner. I was devastated. I was so low, I didn't know what to do. Do you see my rage? It ended up costing Sting, and one by one, each member of the TNA roster got taken out. So then I set my sights on the next step of the plan. But oops, I got caught. I ain't stupid. I knew exactly how Hulk would react. The beautiful girl brings home the bad boy. No daddy wants his little girl to be with a guy like me. And the more Hulk told Brooke no, the more Brooke said yes. Brooke, as soon as I had you, I knew this would happen. Hulk, I was in. Oh, yes, I was. And there's nothing you could have done to stop it.
The icon staying outside of GM Hulk Hogan's office after what happened last week. What is going to go down when he opens that door as Impact Wrestling continues?
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling, available every Thursday, only on Impact Plus.
The timing change works perfectly. Thank you.
It's fine that you made a four-way for the world title shot, but that's not what this is about. I could care less about the title. This is about making things right. So it hasn't changed from last week. Let me have a piece of Bully Ray tonight.
You know, Sting, I'm glad that you're fine, that I'm running the company. That makes me feel great. But you're right, things haven't changed from last week or a couple years ago or even 10 years ago. So I suggest you do what you do best. When things get heavy, why don't you go sit up in the rafters for a couple years and not say anything? Why don't you go hide in the shadows for a couple more years and stay to yourself? Because whenever you're around, you cause problems. So I suggest you disappear starting now. Get out!
It was about apologies last week. This is about revenge! You think about that. I want Bully Ray.
You're not the only one.
Wow, another heated conversation between Hogan and Sting. And still to come, our four-way main event to determine the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title. And things have been getting really heated between Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell. Let's take a look.
It was Gail Kim holding on to the referee, Taryn Terrell. She was retaining her balance.
What's wrong with this referee? Taryn Terrell, she's nuts.
Just couldn't take it anymore.
I've always said from day one that there is some kind of cahoots going on, that they're best friends. And now tonight, that even proved it even more.
I can't take this anymore. Was it the right decision?
You bitch!
It worked! You're a referee, Taryn!
You see what she does to me?
You're a referee!
I don't care!
She's just playing by the rules. She's just doing her job. She's calling it down the middle like a good referee should do.
I have a breaking point. I've been pushed enough. So if that means that I lose my job as a referee, if that means that I lose my job at this company, then so be it.
Taryn Terrell on probation as a result of what happened at lockdown. Oh, no!
Give me a break, just pie-faced her. Taryn's got to watch her P's and Q's in there. Here we see Knockouts official Taryn Terrell, who got physical with Gail Kim in the Knockouts title match at Lockdown, and then again last week as Gail Kim continues to get in her face.
And Taryn Terrell, the Knockouts referee, put on probation by Brooke Hogan while Brooke tries to decide what she's going to do with Taryn.
Obviously, this girl needs anger management classes.
I know I'm on probation. As a ref, it's my job to control the chaos, not create the chaos. But when Gail Kim put her hands on me, not once, but twice, I had to retaliate. So I guess it's time for me to accept my consequences.
That's the music of the lovely Gail Kim. Hopefully we see her, and here comes Gail. But it's really sad to see someone, a young girl like Taryn Terrell, and basically admit that she has anger problems and anger issues.
Didn't say that. You have to sympathize with what Taryn Terrell had to do. The position that she was put in. I mean, it's one of those heat-of-the-moment decisions.
Pushed to her boiling point. Taryn ready to face the music. This is not the music she wanted to hear. That of Gail Kim.
I like the music.
Taryn, I'm so glad that you finally learned your lesson. Just like all the other knockouts had to learn along the way, that you don't mess with Gail Kim. Because Gail Kim is the greatest female wrestler that ever lived. And Gail Kim is the greatest knockout to have ever stepped foot in this ring. I created this division. There would be no you without me. So, I'm just out here to witness what should have happened a long time ago. I'm gonna call out Brooke Hogan so she can do what she should have done a long time ago. And that's to fire you. So Brooke, come on out here and do what we've all been waiting for.
Brooke Hogan. I guess she's available now. God, maybe she should invite her for a cup of Joe. I don't know. Well, she's available, right? I mean, she had a bad marriage, I guess. It happens to people today, Mike.
You make fun of that.
It's kind of funny. I was this girl's best man. Yep.
This was a very, very tough decision for me to make. And I have thought long and hard about this decision. You know I love you, girl. But I have to be fair. I'm VP of the Knockouts. I have to be fair.
That's right.
And I have to terminate you as referee for the Knockouts.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gail, you seem pretty happy.
I'm so happy.
Are you happy?
I'm so happy.
Well, I have another bit of good news that might make everybody in here happy. I have officially decided to sign Miss Taryn Terrell to the TNA Knockout roster, which means she can get physical with anybody she wants, whenever she wants. And that includes you, Gail.
Oh, yeah! Explosive spear by Taryn Terrell.
What a turn of events. Shades of luck. Oh, she is hot on her tail.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second here.
Come on.
Pump the brakes on the bike.
Come on now.
Voices have been heard.
Got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, Every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
Any good army has great soldiers. And this club ain't no different. We got a couple of guys who felt like they were wronged. Doc and Nux, they became the muscle, the hard hitters. Devon, he came to you to help you, the same way Garrett did.
I owe you. I want to let you know that we've got your back no matter what. We're here for you. All you got to do is let us know.
I know who you are, my brother, and Garrett, I know what you're all about. Trust me, we got this one. This is ours. Thank you, though.
Garrett even came to you to help. When you were trying to get rid of his old man, Garrett stood by your side. What'd you do? You just brushed him off like a nobody.
I think everybody knows how I feel about Devon. I didn't want things to go down this way. Garrett, why do you feel you should sit in this room with these three other guys that have more experience than you?
Day one, I've been kicking my ass trying to prove myself around here. Devon saw something in me to take me under his wing, and he gave me an opportunity.
Well, that's why you're in here. Devon saw something. I need to see that same thing. The short amount of time you've been in this business, you've been on a roll. But right now, it's not your time, my brother. It's not your time.
You want to be a pro wrestler like your dad.
Even Wes Briscoe. Remember, Hulk, his father and his uncle helped train you.
Well, I've been training, working hard, and I was hoping maybe I'd get a chance.
And what'd you make the kid do? You made him beg.
I have no idea why Aces and Eights is coming after me. Kurt, we got your back. We're there for you.
What about when Anderson got taken out? What'd you do?
I do recall what happened the last time that we met.
Just outside the impact zone, and Anderson down. Anderson's
Somebody
lifeless.
get to Anderson!
Did you check on him in any way? No. Anderson joining the Aces and Eights was a no-brainer, Hulk, because he's got it out for you.
Do you see what's going on? You picked Anderson over me? Shake my hand. I'm your guy, Hulk.
Nobody does really like it. You fight for me and everybody in here.
You got it, brother.
I think if we make him part of this club, man, I think we got him.
I really enjoy your recruitment process.
Oh, I'm glad.
You're gonna form a gang. You want some leverage. You turn to one of your best friends, Taz.
How can I pass up on the opportunity to live by the vision of a higher power? You know, my contract says that I'm friggin' bulletproof. What are you gonna do when your world title is gone?
Look at that guy. Who is that masked man? Who is that guy? Newsflash, morons. It was me. D'Lo was another no-brainer. He's been on the inside the whole time. D'Lo is a part of the TNA office. He's got access to all of the secrets.
And now they don't care if it's women or men. You could be next.
I'm looking over my shoulder at home.
I have dealt with guys like this in the past, and they're all about just trying to make us scared.
And if we don't put this fire out, it could be something that we can't stop.
Let their asses in, and we
Have we tried that?
let them in. Open the doors up.
We wanted to embarrass everybody in TNA. And Kurt, you were the first. You got the first dart.
Aces and Eights just beating the hell out of Kurt Angle. He was the victim.
Oh my God, look at this. Hogan wanted Wes to earn his way into Impact. So we just used you, Kurt.
Wes Briscoe with a gut check.
Wes was the first guy to win a gut check match. And who did he beat? Garrett Bischoff. We were gonna make sure that Wes had every possible advantage.
This kid needs a contract. He deserves a contract.
D'Lo.
You know where Al is.
Come here.
You know where Al is.
No, I don't know where Al is. I'm looking for Al. I got everybody looking for him.
I judge all the live event gut checks. I watched Wes's match. I can do this if you need me to. I can stand in.
My answer is yes.
Once we had everything that we needed from you, Kurt, We laid our trap, got you locked in a cage.
Wes Briscoe helping him out. Eric Bischoff, this is all a setup.
You told me that I had to start from the bottom. Well, with the aces and eights, that's the ticket to climb to the top of that ladder.
I would never expect it from Wes and Garrett. Never.
Once my world title match was signed, sealed, and delivered, it was my decision to make sure every member had been revealed.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Get his ass! Except one. And all that was left was the final part of the plan. You never saw it coming.
This #1 contender match tonight between me, Hardy, Joe, and Magnus is the most important match I've had in a year and a half. Because it's been a year and a half since I've been champion. And I have to prove to myself and everyone in the world that I am still the best wrestler alive today. And I want to be the one to take down aces and eights. And that starts with winning back the World Heavyweight title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Fairfield, Connecticut, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
The Blueprint, Matt Morgan, last week on Impact Wrestling Live, really threw his weight around, laid out Joseph Park, said that he would accept the fight, the challenge on his terms, and here we go tonight.
Matt Morgan said he's going to eliminate the mistakes of our general manager, Hulk Hogan, and he's going to start with Joseph Park.
And his opponent, from right here, Chicago, Illinois, Joseph Park.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've heard some ring entrances in my day, but by golly, this is friggin' inspiring and motivating.
Heavy dose of sarcasm there, Taz.
Absolutely.
But Joseph Park, he's going to have that 12th man, that home field advantage here tonight in Chicago, and then some.
He might need more than 12 men to beat Matt Morgan.
Yeah, I talked to the Blueprint, Matt Morgan, earlier today, and he said this match against Joseph Park, bottom line, it's a waste of my time. Morgan, the Blueprint, he had his feet up on the table. He said, I'm not sweating Joseph Park in the least.
Why should he? Come on, let's split him. You can't take Joseph. If you're Matt Morgan, this guy's like chiseled out of stone. He's like a freaking Greek god. Look at this guy. He's a monster. He's got all that experience. Joseph Park was an attorney.
Yep, Joseph Park, no small man, but he's just got overpowered. And now, look at this. The Blueprint just toying with him. Big right-handed attempt there by Park, swinging at Ghost.
Oh, look at the mistakes. Just throwing a blind punch and nowhere to be found is Matt Morgan. You can't make mistakes if you're Park. Even if you bring your A game, you might get whooped.
And fans, we remind you that TNA's Slammiversary pay-per-view is coming to the Agganis Arena in Boston, Massachusetts on the campus of BU. Cannot wait for that, our 11th anniversary.
Going to be huge. Slammiversary VIP weekend travel packages. They are on sale now. Get yours by visiting shoptna.com. Join us in Boston for the entire celebration weekend of Slammiversary.
Parker's knuckling up John O'Sullivan style. Look at this. Come on, buddy, let's go. Morgan's going to drop this guy. I'm going to crack up. I told you. That's a body blow, boys.
You lost your freaking mind, boy?
Basic body blow. He dropped the guy.
Joseph Park there was putting up his dukes. Like a fighting Irishman of last weekend's St. Patrick's Day, but it did pay off, and what a shot. I can't even imagine what a shot from Matt Morgan with all that height, all that velocity coming down on you would feel like, Taz.
It's not just that, it's the rage, the intensity that Matt Morgan brings.
Listen, B, back elbow.
Oh, look, he's calling out his moves. I love it.
He's a joke. Shut up.
Hey, come on. Yeah, you gotta watch that referee stiff lift. That is his real name. He's shady.
Complete confidence, complete control by the Blueprint, Matt Morgan, who just runs him over again. Wow.
Back of the head. We're going to Boston in June, huh? Right in the back of the bean. Oh, Beantown! I'm bringing the funnies tonight.
Yeah, good one. Nothing funny about this beatdown, though, on Joseph Park. Bit off a hell of a lot more than he could chew, it certainly looks like at this point,
Well,
Mike.
hold on. Looks like he could chew a lot, too, Joseph Park.
Guess I set you up for that one.
Thanks for the softball, finally.
Look out here, though. Battling back. You want to talk about body blows?
Morgan taking Joseph Park lightly, but then the discus clothesline just decked him.
Look at Park. Looks like he got pulled out of a blender.
You want to get serious, boy?
He went down in a heap.
Looked like you got at St. Patty's Day last week.
I don't remember.
Yes.
It's all right.
Exactly. Ooh!
I'm told I had a great time. Oh, now just raking at the face.
Oh, look at him rearranging the face. Look at those teeth at Park. Teeth like a barracuda.
I'm amazed he has any left after last week, that carbon footprint.
That guy's a lawyer. He's a lawyer, not a dentist. Jeez. Yeah, look at him rip his arms off. I love it. It's like Thanksgiving.
Got to think at this point, Mike, that Matt Morgan's just having fun out there.
It's just completely toying with him. Joseph Park, that one little flurry of offense. But outside of that, it has been all the blueprint.
Well, the end is near, my boys. Here we go.
The blueprint just measuring Joseph Park. Here we go again.
Not so fast, Taz.
With a big miss.
Light bulb just came on.
The blueprint might have blew something else after that. Going for a ride. And look at the fire of Joseph Park peppering him rights and lefts.
Sonny listed.
Big clothesline, and that just staggers the big man back. A couple of steps. Full head of steam. Park takes him off his feet.
I have no idea what the hell that was, but it worked. Kind of just barreled into the guy.
Yeah, I don't think Joseph Park knows either.
No, don't climb, buddy. That's not your wheelhouse.
We've seen this. Can't waste any time here.
Doing?
Going for the closing argument.
It's an argument. It's like a Hindenburg falling down from the sky. Come on. Come on.
Now Joseph Park, though, he's vulnerable, wide open. Now what a shot. Took himself off his own feet there into the cover. Morgan gets the win. Mercifully, it's over.
Your winner, Matt Morgan.
Well, he vowed that he was going to eliminate our general manager, Hulk Hogan's mistakes. And in the mind of the blueprint, Matt Morgan, he just started with Joseph Park.
Well, Joseph Park gave it the old college try, but my man was in over his head. Matt Morgan victorious.
Just last week, AJ Styles returned to Impact Wrestling on the heels of the match between Christopher Daniels and James Storm. And he takes out Kazarian. The triumphant return of AJ Styles. But then a shocking move by AJ takes out the Cowboy James Storm. AJ Styles doing things his own way.
And Todd up next. It's time to hear from AJ Styles. Let's get some answers from AJ when we return to Impact Wrestling.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
So, Jeff, what would it mean to get your hands on Bully, get the title shot, get that belt again?
It would mean everything to get my hands on Bully, get the world title back for myself, for the creatures. And that's why I made that challenge out there tonight. In case I'm not ready, Magnus, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, it might be their time to shine. May the best man win, even if it's not me. But don't ever count a creature out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get some answers. At this time, let me introduce to you the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles return. We thought that he was coming to the aid of his longtime friend, the Cowboy James Storm. Popped Kazarian and then turned around and just laid out the Cowboy as well.
Yeah, it definitely was surprising. You know, I was sitting on this during the week talking to my boys, Aces and Eights. And you know what? I mean, yeah, it was surprising he did that to James Storm. Who knows why? We don't really care why, to be honest with you. But yeah, AJ definitely kind of looks a little different, looks a little dark. I kind of dig it.
AJ, I've known you for over 10 years. Hell, I've called every one of your matches in Impact Wrestling. And I've always considered us friends. But that being said, I've got to ask you about your actions in recent weeks. AJ, what's the deal? What's going on? AJ, what about the rumors? All the rumors that we've heard about drug use and alcohol abuse.
Hold on, hey, it's Mike Tenay. Mike Tenay, oh, Mike, oh, it's pretty obvious you don't know how to conduct an interview when you're a novice at this, so step aside, let a professional do it. All right, so AJ Styles, you know, I saw that video on you, cameras went back to your hometown there in Mississippi or Louisiana, wherever the hell you're from, you drive around on your little moped. You know what? Life's about opportunities. I was talking to Bully Ray, the president of Aces and Eights, and all the boys. And, you know, we got a cut for you right here. It's a prospect cut. You know, you got to pay your dues, start at the bottom, get the boys some beers, you know, work your way up. And, you know, I've been hearing you've been dabbling in alcohol and stuff and beers, so, you know, jump on with the real boys. Got a band of brothers behind you. It's about opportunity, AJ, and we'll get rid of that stinky-ass moped you drive around. Get you a real bike. Sorry, that men drop.
About your damn luck.
I don't like being interrupted.
Took some nerve. You interrupted Mike in his interview. He's trying to get to the bottom of this.
I actually helped Mike. He was struggling with that interview. What the hell is Storm's deal? I know Storm's deal out. I'm sure he wants some answers.
Absolutely.
AJ better stop staring at me. I am Teflon.
So is this the new AJ Styles? Somebody who can't even turn around and face the guy that he sucker punched last week. Got your cool little hood on. Look at you. You bad, ain't you, boy? That's all right. You can sit there and you can be the new AJ Styles with your new little leather jacket and your cool little hood. Because the old AJ Styles I knew was the type of guy that would tell you to your face what he thought about you. He didn't give a damn what you thought about it. You can sit there and you can be the new AJ Styles. But I am still the same old cowboy, James Storm. And you can sit there and you can think about sucker punching me again. But when you think about it, I'm going to knock your teeth right down your throat and look at you and say, sorry about your damn luck. What are you leaving for? Everybody wants to know why, AJ. Huh?
When we came tonight to get some answers, we got none. What is going on with AJ Styles? Up next, it's our huge main event. 4 top competitors battle it out for a shot at Bully Ray and the World Heavyweight title, and it's coming up next.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
You've got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
Jeff Hardy was rolling along stronger than ever as world champion. I think he even won TNA Wrestler of the Year.
Enigma!
Hogan, you didn't even trust me when I saved you. And I'm sure as hell you didn't trust me after you caught me with your dear, sweet little daughter. I get it. You did what you thought you needed to do.
You are suspended.
But all you did, Hulk, was drive your baby girl deeper into my arms.
Come on! Brooke Hogan safely back away from Aces and Eights.
I knew you would never want to disappoint Brooke, so I used Sting to lure you in.
When I look the guy in the eyes, there's something that's not right.
You need to do this for Brooke.
Your daughter's wedding on national television.
I want you to marry me.
This was the perfect opportunity to get you where I wanted you. Everybody wants to know why I didn't just reveal myself right then and there, but every good plan has an end game, and I would never pass up the opportunity to have my boy Taz make an impact. I know what you're all thinking. Bully, you got your ass kicked and Devon hit you with a cement pillar. No, you think Devon hit me with a cement pillar. Don't always believe what you see. Yeah, I took a couple of good shots for the team. Ain't you never seen Goodfellas before? The way I see it, everybody's got to take a beating every once in a while. And Hulk, I knew if I got my ass kicked right in front of your face, you would have no choice but to start trusting me.
I bled! Earn your frickin' respect!
And then it was Devon's turn to take a beating. Devon knew his role in this whole plan also. And then an injury sidelined the big bad bully. But to make sure I got what I wanted, I manipulated the situation even more. Brooke had an entire week to convince her father to choose me.
He wants to be just like you. He wants it so badly.
And you did it.
You're #1 contender to go against Jeff Hardy, Lockdown, Bully Ray.
And I played to Hogan's biggest weakness, his ego. I wanted him in that match so bad.
We need one more guy. I think that guy should be you.
Sorry, Sting. You got beat down. I had to take care of my family. Wouldn't you do the same? So there you have it. It's really quite simple. For 9 months, you all got swindled. For 9 months, I pulled off the biggest con in professional wrestling history. Do you know who I am? I'm the leader and the president of the Aces and Eights. Nobody can stop us, and nobody will take my World Heavyweight Championship.
Our main event, a four-way battle to determine the #1 contender, is brought to you by the makers of 5 Hour Energy. 5 Hour Energy, when you gotta get stuff done.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a #1 contenders match. Introducing first from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
Our general manager, Hulk Hogan, put it best at the top of the show tonight. TNA is going to win the war against Aces and Eights, then we need to get the World Heavyweight Championship back. Step number one, this four-way match to determine a number one contender and to find out who gets the shot against Bully Ray.
And his opponent from Kingsland, England, Magnus!
Magnus, another member of Team TNA from Lockdown, the only man in this match who is not a former World Heavyweight Champion, so a ton on the line for him here tonight.
And their opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle!
Well, here's a guy who was a 13-time former World Heavyweight Champion, Olympic gold medalist, and a guy who tries to take the youth of our industry and influence them the bad way, and that's what he did with Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm
Influence in a
talking
bad
about.
way.
Because he had an agenda, Kurt Angle. He didn't care about those young men. He cared about himself. We in the Aces and Eights, we took them under our wing.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And their opponent from Cameron, North Carolina, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy!
And I absolutely love the fact that this four-way number one contenders match, it was proposed by this man, the former champion, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. And why did he do it?
Convenient. How convenient is that? But go ahead, continue.
Why did he do it?
Why?
He did it for the better overall good of the company. He did it to give our general manager, Hulk Hogan, the best option.
Another martyr on the TNA roster. Are you freaking kidding me? Give me a break. Mr. Martyr, Jeff Hardy.
To your point, Mike, Jeff Hardy logically would be granted a rematch. He lost the world title. It was stolen from him at Lockdown. He would be next in line. Hulk asked if he would be ready. He said he would, but so are these men, and they will battle it out for that shot. First man to score a pinfall or submission will be the number one contender and get a shot at Bully Ray. All four of these men want to get their hands on him. They want to get the title back for TNA Wrestling.
But if you think Bully Ray, our World Heavyweight Champion, the president of Aces and Eights, if you think he's ducking any one of these guys, you're out of your mind. He'll fight anybody, Bully Ray, anybody.
Look at this, the former tag team. John thought they were going to work together. Not the case.
No, every man for themselves. It's too important, Todd.
Think of the history between these two. The vicious battles between Samoa Joe and the Olympic gold medalist as Joe goes upstairs with a standing enziguri.
Yeah, they've had some classics through the years, and Joe right now assessing, surveying the damage that he's done.
These two traded the world title. Talking about Joe and Kurt Angle. They take the center of the ring right now, trying to capitalize. Good kicks here by Joe, and he gets rolling, tough to stop, and drops the knee, all that body weight down. Looking for the win early, hook of the leg, only a count of two.
No, I kind of like this. Kind of like watching these four guys beat the daylights out of each other.
It's about competition, something that you and Aces and Eights should learn about.
Give me a break. Yeah, we only possess the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah,
we
because you stole it at Lockdown.
Excuse me, I was talking. We only possess the television champion. That's all we have. We got nothing else. Correct, Mike?
Correct.
Yeah, Mr. Factoid.
Joe sidesteps him, and Kurt Angle runs right into former World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Hardy. These three battling on the outside. Magnus and Hardy all over Angle.
Oh, well, they better beware.
Oh! And Joe goes bowling and picks up the strike, taking down all his opponents in this main event matchup. What an incredible matchup. Who will face Bully Ray? Who will be the number one contender? We find out as Impact Wrestling rages on.
There was a dark void, a gap of time adrift. Now, your voices have been heard.
Got to be freaking kidding! You've never seen anything like this!
For the first time ever, Every episode of Impact Wrestling from 2008 to 2013 is now available in full HD.
I think everybody is shocked.
Classic episodes of Impact Wrestling available every Thursday only on Impact Plus.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. High stakes main event. #1 contendership to the World Heavyweight title on the line.
I'll tell you what's been great. It's been great throughout this episode of Impact. It's been great just watching, just seeing the whole story evolve. And what happened with Aces and Eights and Bully Ray, the mastermind.
Yes, watch this pin attempt here by Magnus. Stop by Joe.
Watch the wool get pulled over everybody's eyes. It's hilarious. Hilarium, I think is another word. Hilarium.
Yeah, what a tangled web weaved by the Aces and Eights over 9 months' time. What a plot as we've seen how it all came together, Mike.
Yeah, we've seen it all tonight on Impact Wrestling, and whatever you do not touch the remote. Do not go anywhere because our Spike TV cameras, they are live in Lewiston, Maine, and right after this Impact Wrestling broadcast, we will join Bellator MMA Lightweight Tournament Finals.
How about the power there by Magnus? Got the charismatic Enigma and drives him down. Wow.
Yeah, I got to say, that was damn impressive right there. Very nice by Magnus.
How about the steps and the strides that this man Magnus has made, motioning that he wants to be the man who gets the title shot. He wants to get that World Heavyweight title for the very first time.
Yeah, okay.
Into the cover now.
So funny.
I'll tell you what's so funny. He might win this match. He's not going to beat the World Heavyweight Champion. There's no way in hell Magnus is going to beat Bully Ray. That's never going to happen. Never.
Love to see him get a chance. Get a chance to prove you wrong.
None of these four men can do it. None of them.
Former tag team champ as the battle rages on the outside as well. Joe taking Angle into the steps. Magnus, a youngster, he's hungry, and he was taken out by Aces and Eights too. He would love to take the title from Bully Ray.
And Jeff Hardy trying to get the momentum on his side, but just when it looks like he's going to get the offense rolling, he's stopped by Magnus.
Who will get the shot at the World Heavyweight title? Mike, you talked about Bellator. Who will win in the lightweight tournament finals? Who will get a shot at Michael Chandler?
Yeah, it's one of those good news, bad news situations, right? Get a shot for the title, but the bad news is you've got to face Michael Chandler as Magnus drops the elbow. What great action in the ring as well as outside. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle just really beating the heck out of each other.
And you're okay with that? You're okay with Joe and Angle on the outside? You're okay with that, right? I just want to make sure.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it's a double standard. Because when Aces and Eights or something...
Not a double standard
yes,
in the least.
When that happens on the outside, then you don't cry, then you cry about it.
There's nothing illegal about what they're doing. This is about competition. This is about these four leaders of TNA and Impact Wrestling fighting to prove who's best and fighting to give Hulk Hogan the best option for the challenger against Bully Ray.
Listen to this great crowd.
This massive Aces and Eights chant is awesome.
You get your ears checked. What a shot by Samoa Joe. He certainly has his support here in the Sears Center. Taking down his former partner. Joe is rolling here. Got to take advantage, though. When you've got the other guys in a compromising position, when it's a one-on-one situation, that's when you got to try and score the pin submission. Oh! MMD, the Mag Daddy driver there by Magnus. What power!
Think of what we just saw there with Magnus, able to turn it around so quickly on the huge Samoan submission machine. Damn, that was impressive.
Yeah, deceivingly powerful as Magnus. You know, he's definitely a big, jacked-up kid, no doubt, but he's extremely powerful.
And was that a case, too? Just the timing there of Magnus using Joe's own momentum against him, Taz?
Yeah, I would say so. I think Joe had a little bit of hesitation, and he got caught. If Joe ever hesitates against anybody from Aces and Eights like that, he'll get dropped and drilled.
Jeff Hardy now with the takedown on Magnus. Inverted atomic drop. And now the former champ starts to string together the offense. Had the title stolen from him at lockdown. He wants this shot. Look at the charismatic Enigma go.
Back-to-back twist of fate. First to Kurt Angle, then Samoa Joe. Attention, turn to Magnus, and he just got the hat trick.
Absolutely scores the trifecta there. And Hardy might be seconds away from getting the shot that he so richly deserves to make things right from what went down in San Antonio, but look out! Angle shrugged off by Hardy. Oh my goodness. Crash and burn there by the former champ. Uh-oh. Now Angle popping those hips. What a throw. Great action in our main event. So much on the line, fans. Who's going to take it home?
The release German suplex by Angle. Straps come down. And the ankle lock applied.
Oh, and Joe knows all too well how this feels, Taz. Will he tap out here with so much on the line on Impact from Chicago?
Well, if you're in a dojo training, the guy's got to hold on to you. There's no shame in tapping. That's the credo. But he's not in the dojo. It's a big match. It's a #1 contender match, and Joe counted out.
Too much power in those legs. Oh, Hardy out of nowhere with the swanton. Cover on Joe. Oh, yeah.
Stole the victory. Stole it.
Your winner, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Highway robbery at its blatant best.
Nuts.
I'm not nuts. That's highway robbery. The guy stole the win, you know it. He
Give
came up
Jeff
with the match.
Hardy the credit he deserves.
No, I'm not. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. I don't have to say anything negative or positive. I'm indifferent about Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's going to run now.
You're indifferent about anybody that's not associated with Aces and Eights.
Oh, that's hogwash. Because Jeff Hardy now is going to deal with a force of power named Bully Ray, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, and that's huge.
You damn right.
What a main event matchup. So much on the line. Everybody brought their A game. Let's take a look back at some of the action.
Well, it's definitely a physical contest to the highest level. Everything massive, I should say, on the line here for the #1 contender spot to go after Bully Ray's world title. It was Jeff Hardy's idea. I called him a martyr. These guys put out physicality all for them. Look at this, you can see the physicality and the desire of each man to win. At the end of the day, Jeff Hardy, I feel, stole the victory.
Importance of this match cannot be overstated because we now know that Bully Ray's first title defense will be against the man that he screwed at Lockdown. We now know that the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, is first in line for a shot at the new World Heavyweight Champion, the president of Aces and Eights, Bully Ray.
Yeah, and now Jeff Hardy can do Hulk Hogan's bidding. Now Jeff Hardy can do Hulk Hogan's bidding, because that's what this is about, and you know I'm getting hot now.
Jeff Hardy earned this shot. He issued the challenge. When the smoke cleared, he stood alone as the #1 contender. It may still be the year of the Enigma. Can he turn the balance of power? Folks, we'll see you next week from Jonesboro.